Hey guys, it's up Big Chaos 46 here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Now, between this episode and the last one, I have learned how to go into orbit, so that's good. I did try. Here, let me show you them. I did try to make some orbiters with penises on them, like this, and it's got lights. Then if you turn them on, then you look at it, and it's got solar panels to charge the lights, but it simply doesn't work. I do have a normal orbiter that I made myself. This works, but as soon as you start adding extra weight onto this middle area, which you need to do to put a fucking fake looking penis on it, then it stops working. So, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. We will be going into orbit, just for the sake of doing it. I'm trying to think of something more interesting we can do up there besides just go into orbit. That's probably going to be about it. I also have some other incredible ships ready to go. I'd like to introduce you to one that I just made and have not tested. Let's see, is it down here? Oh no, it's up at the top. Yeah, here it is. So, okay, hear me out. I understand how to keep stuff better together now. I haven't tested this. So what we've got here is 12 solid fuel boosters that will propel this into the air. That's what these little bits hanging off are, and the ones in the middle as well. So they all fire, and then we ditch them, fire the 4 mammoth engines at the bottom, ditch the mammoths, and then, I don't know if you can see, we've got a tiny little normal-sized ship here in the middle. So ideally, we land that back on Earth. This is, like, probably not gonna work. I've tested the little solid fuel boosters. It's enough to lift us off the ground, but I don't know how it's freestanding and very bouncy. Why isn't it attached to the sports now? What? It was before. Okay. Well, it's full throttle, even though solid fuel boosters are affected by throttle. And then just go. Here we go! Oh, that's so cool looking! I mean, it's absolutely retarded, of course. But that looks awesome! Oh, I'm guessing yeah, okay. The fucking crane stuff counts as debris because it wasn't actually attached. So, I mean, under the circumstances, we are moving remarkably slowly. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're gaining speed, and this is fucking sick. And honestly, it's decently fast. But it's not as fast as you might think, because all these boosters, yeah, they're super strong, but dear God, they're weighing the motherfucker down. So you can put like these little structural beams, and you can connect them wherever you want. So I've used that to strengthen the whole thing, because if I didn't have those, it would be like the more totally fucked I was doing in the last video, where it's just all hanging off and not really staying attached. Which, if I had known that, I probably could have gotten that smaller one. Well, even that didn't really work. It just wasn't that bad. So how long till these burn out? For 13 seconds. I'm really hoping we can withstand the heat for 13 seconds because you can't shut these off. So, yeah. Okay. Now, here's the problem. Can we ditch them? Oh my God, they actually detached. They actually detached. Fire! Yeah, there was a little explosion, we lost code, but oh my God, we're fine. We're fine! We're fine! Let's tip a bit. I want a different angle. But, wow. We actually lived. And now we've got this thing, which moves super fast. We're not exactly gonna hit anything. I don't even know if we're gonna land back on Kerbal at this point. Ideally, I would like to break our gravitational field, but I don't know if I have a choice. I mean, obviously I could, like, throttle down, but Christ. Are we gonna break? Are we gonna break the Earth's gravity? Oh my, yeah. Permanent escape. We are gonna leave the Earth's field. Dear God. I swear to God, if something happened. Hilarious. Jesus Christ, we're moving so fast. So I don't think this is ever coming back to Kerbal. But let's use these. And there it is. There's the actual ship. All these were just boosters. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay, we escaped. We escaped the gravitational field. Alright. You know what, that's good. Let's warp. So where do we end up? No, did I do it again? Oh my god, I did. I actually did it again. Oh my god! I did this yesterday too! It was with something else. But I've made a ship orbit the sun. That's just great. I want to try this again, but with little RCS boosters on this. Because then maybe... Oh, hang on. What if we... set as target. Well, who's in here? Valentina Kerman. You know what? Godspeed. You are a planet now. That is not how I expected that to end, honestly. But I'm glad that that actually got into space by a fucking hefty margin too. Okay. So let's take the little orbiter I made and just go into orbit. And then ideally come back and save whoever's... Oh, dear God. Ideally come back and save whoever's inside, but I don't know about that. Ah, yes, we got Jebediah Kerman. Okay. So, we do this. Let's do stability assist. And then, after we're going 60 ms, then we pitch down. Gotta kind of fight against gravity, but, you know. Eventually you reach a point where you just kind of hold the angle you want, which is nice. I mean, that's because of SAS. But, I mean, if I can trust an SAS. Okay, so we stick with this kind of angle. Okay. Don't know why that exploded, really. Now we just gotta get our apoapsis up. That is very important. We're moving a lot faster, so surely that should be going up a lot? Yeah. Okay. We need that apoapsis at a certain height. Also, wow, it is really dark. I mean, I know it's because we're on the dark side of the planet. But... okay, I'm just trying to make sure we're holding our angle. Well, I guess I can see it in the map wall. And then, okay, cut the engines at 80,000. And now, we want to coast to about 70,000 miles, meters. I'm guessing it's miles, because... 70,000 meters? Wait, how long is that? I've got time. 70,000 meters to miles. Yeah, we're not 43 miles in the air, so that's miles. That's good to know. Now, go prograde. And burn. Now this should put us in an orbit, from what I remember. I mean, we're definitely approaching orbit, but it always says that when you're going into space. So, if you see like a definite camera shift, you know it worked. You can definitely tell when and if you reach an orbit. I think we're gonna have to burn this little guy. Oh, we're losing a height, which is good. Oh, it zoomed out a lot. I was like, where the fuck did we go? I don't think we're gonna hit orbit. It's definitely not looking like we are. Oh wait, we're already in it. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. Oh no, okay, we just hit it. I saw the shift. Where is the goddamn shit? There we go. Why did it zoom out so much? Okay, so we're in an orbit around Kerbal. So you can see it's a very weird one, but it still is an orbit, which makes sense why we have prolapsus. So now ideally we want to bring ourselves back down, so we tilt retrograde and then burn. Because then we break out of the orbit. And then the should... Yeah, we're losing elevation. Okay, good. Now, I don't actually know about how well we're going to survive re-entry. I mean, we're burning retrograde. Being angled retrograde does help most of the time. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we are falling very fast. How close are we going to the, or how fast are we going to the surface? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, bringing out the parachute now would be stupid. I kind of forgot I could sever that segment, honestly. I have to appreciate we're somehow gaining velocity still. That's great. Oh god. I started speeding it up a bit just for convenience sake, and now we're re-entering. Now, we need that at, like, 10 to live. Because even if the parachute deploys and is, like, trying to slow us down, if you're going, like, 50 miles per second, shockingly, you don't live. Now, what's concerning is I don't think we can feasibly slow enough. Because if you look at the height we've got left and how fast we're going, the math doesn't check out here in odds of our survival. Although, you know what? We are definitely slowing down. Relatively quickly, too. I mean, we've only got 15,000 miles left before we hit the ground, but we're slowing. We're slowing a lot, actually. Holy shit, we might actually live. Gotta get to a much lower speed before it's safe to deploy the chute. Got 10,000 miles left. 11, but there we go. Yeah. Actually, let's arm it. I mean, it won't activate until like 1,000 miles, but yeah. Holy shit, I actually think we lived through that. I mean, we obviously need our speed to come down some. But it might just do that before we hit the ground. Oh, no, actually, this is worrying. Oh, God. Oh, yes! Oh, my God! Yeah, there we go. We can speed that up so we land. Yeah, I heard the rest of that just explode. I don't even know where that was. Holy shit! We did it! Jeb! You lived! Nice! Alright, I'm happy with that. For something very simple, I'm very happy with that. Now, there's an epic ship that I made inspired by the advice of someone that I've just got to show you. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Now it's in here. Oh, here it is, the Beyblade. So, if it's not clear enough what's happening here, this launches us into space, this turns us into a Beyblade before the entire thing rips itself apart. which I don't think there's any way to avoid that. Um, so we're gonna give it a great try. I already tried this. I tried recording this episode, but it was just so bland because I was just trying to get the penis orbiters to work, and it just wasn't working, and it was just like so dead. It generates quite a bit of speed, as you might imagine. I usually throttle back. I'm just not going to. I'm just gonna let nature take its course and see what happens. Oh yeah, what's also nice is you can check down here in your stage, you can see how long something's gonna burn for. Like, this is gonna burn for 10 more seconds. Which is really nice, just to know, so you can have an estimate of when you need to do things, but... Oh wow, so I didn't need to be throttling back all this time, so it just lives anyway. Let's let it lose some vertical speed before we start applying spin. Okay. And go! Yeah! Oh god. You guys haven't got to shoot, you know. So, I mean, if it's still gaining height. Jesus, they're gonna get to 215,000 miles before they actually start falling. That's kind of impressive, honestly. They can skip a lot faster now. Here we go! Re-entry, bitches! Will it explode before it hits the ground or when it hits the ground? Before. Before is the answer. Oh no, a little bit of both, actually. Oh, I love this game. Now I want to show you all this little ship I made. I think the goal of it was to try and reach such a speed going up that you burn up and explode before you even reach space. And I think I did it, from what I remember. I mean, it does go quite quickly, so it's understandable to see how that could happen. So you do this, drop those, fire these. Come on, get that red. Get that nice and hot. There we go. Drop those, fire this one. Come on. Explode. Yes! Catastrophic failure. You could call it that. I mean, in 21 seconds, I blew up a ship, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, we reached over 2200 degrees Kelvin. Personally, I'm amazed that didn't go well. Okay, so, I think I'm going to end this episode a bit early. The last one kind of drug on a little while, even though it was a shit ton of fun. So I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to, well, before the next episode, I'm going to try and learn. It's a fucking task and a half. I'm going to try and do those tutorials and figure out how to land on the moon. So ideally, we're going to do a moon landing in the next episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your days.